After a year on Mars, NASA's Perseverance rover is on course for big discoveries. After spending a year on Mars, the Perseverance rover of NASA plans to go even bigger than ever. Entering its second year, this rover has a lot of plans that need to be executed, and with so many expectations from this machine, there is hope, and it won't look disappointing. Before we get into details of this mission, let's look at the overview of this highly advanced rover that's carrying out its Mars mission. The Perseverance rover. The Perseverance rover is a part of the NASA's Mars exploration program and has been delivered after a long effort from the team involved in exploring the Red Planet. This mission addresses goals for Mars exploration, such as critical questions about the potential to understand what kind of life is present on Mars, if there is any for that matter. Not only do habitable conditions need to be searched on this planet, but studies are also taking place to search for microbial life that exists on this planet. One of the core features of the Perseverance offers a drill that can collect core samples of the most promising rocks and soils and set them aside in a cache on the surface of Mars. This helps identify whether any bacteria or other microorganisms in the environment interacted with that piece of soil or rock. The mission also provides opportunities to gather knowledge and demonstrates technologies that helps address the challenges we have to face to colonize Mars. There needs to be a method for producing oxygen from the atmosphere on Mars because humans need oxygen to survive. Other valuable resources need to be identified that will help improve landing techniques and will help us characterize weather, dust, and other environmental conditions that could affect astronauts living and working on the Red Planet. With NASA's goal to reach Mars and carry out all the procedures as quickly as possible, the Perseverance rover is a huge stepping stone towards the direction of this procedure. With so much information already available on the Red Planet, courtesy of this rover, even more information will be relayed to make things more accessible for us than ever. This invaluable information will play a key role in what our next moves will be in the Mars expedition. The expedition. Continuing on its journey, the rover landed inside Mars' Jezero crater on February 18, 2022. It had the same task as it had before, where it was due to collect samples that were to be sent to the Earth and analyzed. The Jezero crater, which was 45 kilometers wide, is a great place to work on Mars. And the mission team members had to say that since it had a big lake and a river delta in the past, the deltas are great at preserving organic compounds, which have a high quantity of carbon present in them. These organic compounds are present significantly in the environment, which is why those controlling the Perseverance will investigate every corner of the Jezero Delta. Information is expected to be relayed in the coming months regarding this crater. A team member of the Perseverance team, Bryony Horgan, who is also a professor of planetary science at Purdue University, said, "For the mission's second year, we are incredibly excited to get to the Delta finally. This shows how the entire team is hyped to get their hands on the crater because it might hold valuable information needed to unlock essential aspects of the Red Planet. The Delta in Jezero crater is the reason we chose the landing site, and we hope to get it later this spring." Horgan said, "Once we're there, we'll be able to look at the bottom of the ancient lake that once filled Jezero to search for signs of ancient microbial life. And we plan to spend the whole next year traveling through the ancient lake deposits and ancient river deposits that are within the Delta." Year 1. As for what went down in the first year, the Perseverance isn't the only NASA machine exploring the Jezero crater. The rover managed to land with a tiny helicopter known as Ingenuity. The Ingenuity was designed to elaborate aerial exploration, which was possible on Mars despite the planet's thin air. To put it into context, the atmosphere of Mars is 1% as dense as that of the sea level on Earth. Ingenuity took to the surface of Mars from inside the Perseverance on April 3, 2021. Over the next 5 weeks, the helicopter managed to make 5 flights supported by the rover and which were documented for studies in the future. The primary mission of the Ingenuity was completed with success, and after it, the Perseverance was deployed to start focusing more on its own needs. The first scientific research campaign carried out by the Ingenuity began in June of last year, and 2 months later, in August, it was due to collect its first sample from the land of Mars. The first try was underwhelming as the target rock selected for sampling was destroyed beneath the drill of the Perseverance, which is why the bits were spread out. They did not make it into the resulting titanium tube to be collected for the sampling. Ever since this unfortunate incident took place, the Perseverance has managed to build upon it. It collected 5 more cores to date, where these 6 cores managed to constitute just 3 samples. This is because the mission team collected a replica at each site. As per Horgan, the 6 cores appear to be taken from rocks that were part of an ancient lava flow. This is something that Horgan has regarded as a success because once the samples of the Perseverance reach the Earth in the year 2031, the scientists will begin to analyze the samples better to understand the kind of atmosphere present on Mars. The igneous rocks of Jezero will also appear to have interacted with liquid water, as per Kevin Hand. He worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California and is a co-leader of Perseverance's first science campaign. The Jezero has also hosted a water body as big as Lake Tahoe billions of years ago. The finding is important and exciting because the interactions between water and rock can yield chemical energy which can give rise to life. This life includes the life of certain plant bodies as well as microorganisms. The future of the Perseverance. As for the future, the Perseverance has already begun investigating the ancient delta of the Jezero, where it has managed to examine a hill called Kodiak. It's a remnant of Jezero, which the robot has managed to locate. This has been done early in the mission from afar using the Mastcam Z imaging suite and the Rock Zapping Supercam instrument. This managed to confirm the existence of the lake and river delta that existed, but close-up shots will be needed as they will be far more productive than the imagery that is being received now. There is, however, much optimism in this area as the pictures will arrive soon. Very soon. During its first science campaign, the Perseverance managed to explore a large patch of the Jezero, where it cruised to a part of the crater floor called South Zeta. The mission phase is being wrapped up now that the rover is heading back to its origin site. This was planned, of course, as it was the safest way to get to the Delta, which is the target location for the second science campaign of the mission. Going to that point from South Zeta directly will be risky, as the Perseverance will cross dunes and other terrains. Comparing the Perseverance to other Mars rovers in the past, the progress has been incredible. It can manage an average of 240 meters in a single day. That figure is far more than any other Mars rover in history. The Perseverance can hit such a number due to its autonomous navigation feature, which has managed to put the path of the route mainly in the hands of the rover itself. The engineers who drive the rover have done a brilliant job so far, and right now they have the full license to employ navigation on the rover and drive further. Currently, the team hasn't decided which part of the Delta they'll be targeting, but there are talks that it may roll to Kodiak or it may head to a more significant part of Mars, whatever is more convenient and as a good research point. Wherever the Perseverance is expected to go, the Ingenuity will assist it in the journey. Now that its mission has been extended, it will provide the Perseverance with so much more needed assistance. And that's all we have for today's video. If you like this video, make sure you press the subscribe button and also hit the bell icon so you never miss any of the upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching.